My son's art teacher cut up his favorite drawing right in front of him. When I confronted her, she told me I had no idea what it was like to lose a child. Then I found a name on my son's drawing that changed everything. You destroyed it. I yelled, my voice shaking as I held up the pieces of my son's drawing. Miss Albright just stared back, her eyes hollow. You don't get to talk to me about destruction, she whispered, her voice cracking. My son, Leo, is 7. He doesn't draw superheroes or monsters. He draws family portraits. Always the same 3 figures, me, his father, and himself, holding hands under a smiling sun. It's his comfort object, his way of holding onto a memory. His father, David, passed away 2 years ago. Leo had come home from school utterly devastated, clutching the shredded remains of his latest masterpiece. He said his art teacher, Miss Albright, had done it. She said his drawings were repetitive and stifled his creativity. She cut it up as an example of breaking old habits. I was seeing red. I scheduled a meeting for the next morning, my fury barely contained. I walked into that classroom ready for a war, but the woman I found looked broken. Defeated before I'd even said a word. But a mother's protective instinct is a powerful thing. She listened to my tirade without interruption. When I was done, her response was quiet, almost a sigh. Mrs. Evans, I'm sorry about Leo's drawing. Truly. But with all due respect, you have no idea what it's like to lose a child. The words hit me like a physical blow. The audacity was staggering. How could she say that to me? A widow raising a grieving son. That night, I was putting the pieces of Leo's drawing back together, trying to salvage it. As I taped the last corner, my eyes caught something I hadn't seen before. Tucked into the bottom right in Leo's clumsy handwriting was a 4th name he'd added, and Charlie. I didn't understand. We don't know a Charlie. I asked Leo about it the next morning. He said, Miss Albright showed us a picture of her little boy. She said his name was Charlie and he lives in the stars now, just like Daddy. So I added him to our family so Daddy wouldn't be lonely. Suddenly, her actions clicked into place with horrifying clarity. Her maiden name had been on the school directory. Albright was her married name. Her maiden name was Jensen. And I remembered a news story from last spring. A tragic accident. A little boy named Charlie Jensen. She hadn't been destroying Leo's art out of cruelty. She saw a little boy drawing his family in heaven, and her own unbearable grief just broke. She wasn't a monster. She was a mother who had lost everything. I didn't go to the principal. The next day, I brought Miss Albright a coffee. I didn't say anything about Charlie. I just handed her a new drawing from Leo. This one had 5 figures. Me, Leo, his dad, a little boy with a halo, and her. She looked at it, and for the first time, she cried. I cried with her. We never really spoke about it again. She transferred to a different school at the end of the year. We weren't friends. We weren't enemies. We were just 2 women who understood a specific kind of silence.